live. We're live. I didn't know what you were about to say. I'm like, we're live, so don't say anything bad. I mean, worse than we typically say over here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kramer and Jess Uncensored. I don't know what episode it is. It doesn't matter. A lot. 150 something, 160 something. Thank you for being a part of this show. This has been now going on for over 4 years. And some of y'all have been listening since we didn't even live in this state. So that's pretty cool. Jess, how does our Uncensored podcast work? In case you're new, we feel like we have to give you this warning up front because some of y'all don't know us from this area. You know us from the radio show. So what's the rules?
It's like the close friends feature on Instagram where you are specific on who you share everything with. So that's kind of what our Uncensored is.
If you ever want to interact with us, we also do our show live on YouTube. And we can't give you a hard time. Like right now, it's 10:30 on Wednesday. Next week, it could be Thursday. Actually, next week, there's going to be no show. The week after, it could be Thursday. I don't know. You get the point. So just subscribe to YouTube, Kramer and Jess. Look at us over there. And hi, Celia. Celia's here. Religiously, Celia's here. So she said, yep, that's me from San Diego. Yep, you've been listening literally since we have not even lived in this state. That's crazy, Celia. We love you for that. And thanks for being here and checking in with the Uncensored podcast. Speaking of subscribe to us on Kramer and Jess on YouTube. Bro, we have had such an issue. How long have we been dealing with this TikTok issue?
Long time.
I mean, we went dormant on TikTok before going dormant on TikTok was even a thing. We were pioneers in not using TikTok. We lost access to the Kramer and Jess TikTok account. And I don't know if you're asking how that's humanly possible. I'm not really quite sure. We just did. We can't figure out what email address it was associated with. We can't figure out what the password would be. There's no way to reset your password though on TikTok. And this should be a very strong warning for you.
At least on a computer. I don't know if on the app is different.
Either way, like it's.
No, that's true. I was still having issues doing it on the app as well.
What's up, Isabel? Good morning. It's also like you have to know what email address your TikTok account is associated with, and they won't tell you. Like once you're logged in, it won't even say which email address is used. So like basically, if you're not sure, you're not gonna know. And that's what we've been dealing with now for the last, I don't know, a year. Just today, though, literally, it was like the heavens parted and like the sun shone through. For a minute, we had like this glimpse of hope. Do you want to explain what happened? And it was so janky.
Yeah. So for some reason, out of nowhere, literally zero explanation, I opened my laptop and I went to log into my personal TikTok account because I currently don't have access on my phone because I was one of the people that deleted the app when it was banned for 14 hours. And if you did that, you are unable to re-download the app on your phone because it's not offered in any of the app stores. So I have to post something for work. So I was going to post my video for work onto my TikTok from my laptop. And when I went to open it, it was logged into the Kramer and Jess account for some reason. And there's no explanation of that because I've never physically myself logged into our account on my laptop. And so we've spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out how that even occurred and the explanation of that.
So we figured out though, and we'll try to make this make sense. It might be too boring, but I'll sum it up. We found out if you log in from Jess's laptop, if you go to tiktok.com and you hit login and you use the Google login, for some reason it would log into the Kramer and Jess account. If you try to use Jess's email address though, that's associated with her Gmail, literally it would not let you. It would take you back to Jess's personal account. So we're over here messing around, right? We're trying to get this whole, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. We're confused. And by the way, the conclusion of the story is we just deleted it. So like you won't see the Kramer and Jess TikTok account on there anymore, but not
like you have been.
You haven't for the last couple of years.
But now we can start fresh
start,
and it not be confusing.
Fresh start. We're gonna have one TikTok. It's gonna be good. We're excited. If TikTok's still a thing, I don't know. Who knows?
But it truly was a case of how many adults does it take to get
Truly.
into one TikTok.
It was so messy. It was so messy. And we were
had to
literally
change a password too.
we were all brains up. We were like, I was asking Chat GPT. It was like not. It was crazy. But what happened was Jess then just to see once we were trying to reset the password, I was able to log into Jess's TikTok account because I thought I was logging into Kramer and Jess, but I logged into Jess's TikTok account. Bro, you
Yeah.
Jess's reaction was similar to you find out that
Somebody's pregnant.
somebody, yes.
The joy I felt when he said, "Oh, I logged
I'm
into
logged into
your
yours."
account." It was like Christmas Day
Jess literally was like, wait, what?
because I haven't logged into my TikTok account since January 19th.
Yeah,
Since it got banned, and like
you miss her.
I knew
An old friend.
it was a recent discovery, probably in the last couple of weeks, that I was like, oh shit, so I can actually log into my TikTok account on my laptop, but I haven't because that makes me feel like a fucking peasant, and I don't want to be looking at TikTok off my PC. There's just something dirty about it.
Yeah,
I feel
felt
like
weird.
I feel like I'm a fiend, so I just
Yeah.
haven't done it. And today, the only reason why I was gonna do it was for work purposes only. And yeah, and I went over and I saw all my shit, and I can see my For You page. So like my algorithm off of my laptop. But I was like, it was a lot. It was a moment.
So
It was a reunion.
Jess literally, I mean, y'all, it was literally like I was like, oh my God, Butter, your sister's here. Like she's here. She stopped by the studio and you didn't expect her to be here. Like Jess came in here like I wish I had that on video. It was so funny. First off, how are we all doing with TikTok right now? Because Jess, first off, deleted it off her phone. Now can't get it back, right? On her phone.
Yeah.
You said it was a good thing.
Yeah, it was a good thing.
Is it still a good thing?
It is. It's still a good thing in the sense of like doom scrolling. It really is. And
Yeah.
there's no way to know that unless you literally don't have any access to it by force, which was my situation.
Yeah.
The only thing now that I miss about it is actually making videos on TikTok, because I didn't realize that like I make all my videos on TikTok. It's just more fun. You have access to more things on there. It's easier, you know?
Right.
I know that Instagram is coming out with like their own editing app, but I still don't know if that's going to be the same.
I'm
It's just not the same, like making videos and just like the way to use music and the way to do voiceovers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing really that I genuinely miss about it.
Right.
Because
but you don't miss scrolling through and just like seeing what's going on. What's up, Bethany? Good morning.
It sucks. It does suck not seeing it, but the amount of time that I save from not being on my phone from TikTok doom scrolling is like
dude,
disgusting.
I know. That's one thing. So now I guarantee you, watch this. The TikTok algorithm is so weird right now. I guarantee you, if I open this up, I'll open it. We'll prove this to you. I'm gonna open up TikTok because I didn't delete it or anything. I guarantee you it's gonna be something about the world is burning down, Trump's the worst, fuck, MAGA. I guarantee, watch this. Here we go, open it up, and it's an ad. Hang on, skipping the ad.
So excited about your reaction. Hey,
oh, it's Jess's video she uploaded from her computer, which is so weird. It's so weird.
Working long hour days.
It's my computer video.
Shoe for you. The Bonnie Night.
It's my computer video.
It's got 0 likes and 0 comments. I'm gonna
First like.
I'm first liking. I'm gonna be like, nice. Okay, yeah, so that clearly works. Charlotte, if you open up your TikTok right now, what do you think the first video would be?
I mean, I feel like I engage with a lot of like political activism type stuff. Okay, wait. So I've heard a lot of people say that like their algorithm changed a lot since the ban. I haven't experienced that whatsoever.
Mine did for like 48 hours. It wouldn't say one thing about politics, and all of a sudden it went complete 180
That's
on it.
weird,
And it's
'cause
like
mine was
politics.
Politics. I still get my Broadway shit. I still get my.
What do you assume? Let's play TikTok
right,
roulette.
let's see.
If you
Let's do
open
it.
up TikTok, what do you think it's gonna be?
All right.
And let's see what it
Let me
actually is.
turn
Jess,
my
do you want to?
sound
Oh,
as
never
well.
mind. You don't have TikTok. you want to YouTube Reels? I mean,
You're
Instagram
wild.
Reels.
Mine says the devil couldn't reach me, so he's making sure I dent my fridge and walls so much that I don't get my deposit back, and it's someone twirling a mop.
Let's look at my Instagram reels. I'm gonna say 99% chance it's like some aesthetic, like get ready with me.
Okay, all right.
That sounds like you.
Jess will play. This is like it's like when your parents try to talk to you about social media.
What the fuck?
What is it?
Me watching that interview at 30, knowing I happily left all my Matt Jameses in my 20s where they belong.
Oh, about the recent Bachelor.
Oh,
That man is whack as hell.
Bachelor. It's kind of fun. Why don't you play it with yourself? You can do just your TikTok roulette. Try to assume what the algorithm thinks you want to see.
That's
You
a
know,
good
we don't really care about
game.
The Bachelor anymore. That's the problem I have with Reels. It
No.
like pulls stuff that I was interested in like 7 years ago.
I haven't watched The Bachelor in years.
It's like you just got back from Sedona. Here's a Sedona video, and I was like, I haven't been to Sedona literally in probably a decade. But thank you for that. So the vibe on the show is a little if we're just being honest with you, like the vibe behind the scenes is like a little heavy right now. And I feel like we gotta kind of talk about it. Because all of us have kind of got some shit going on. We this morning I already talked about this on the radio show. I'm gonna spend more time talking on it on More Mama's Boy tomorrow. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here, but I had a radio, and this is a trigger warning for death by suicide, but I had a radio mentor of mine who ended his life yesterday. And as much as I want to push through it today, like my brain's having a hard time digesting it. Like I can't not think about it. You know, I can't not like nothing else really seems fun and silly right now to like, as we're going through the show today, I'm like, none of this is like, it's just, you know, when things like this happen, it's super heavy. It's a tragic story. Again, I'll talk about it on More Mama's Boy for certified fans tomorrow, but it's heavy, right? I'm sure you can imagine it's heavy. Charlotte, I don't know how much you want to say, but you can say what you want to say.
Oh, I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Summary of why things are heavy right now.
Had some really rough trauma in college where I exposed a frat that I was in where a bunch of people were assaulting people, including me. And I ran into one of the main people who like traumatized me very deeply this past weekend, who I haven't seen in like 6 years and didn't want to ever see again.
Yeah. And you're still pretty shaken up.
Yeah, I mean, I have PTSD, so my nervous system is just like shot. I saw this person Saturday night, and I was leaving for work the other day, and there was a car I didn't recognize parked out of my house, and I freaked out because like consciously I know that I'm safe.
Yeah.
But I'm just so on high alert right now.
Trauma's hard like that,
It's
dude.
weird.
If you've never been through something, and I think the real first PTSD that I've really experienced, I mean, everyone's got some level, but the uncontrollable one, which I can relate a little bit, is obviously after the assault, where like so when you're saying things like I can't help it, but like it's like when you get back into those situations that feel familiar, it's almost like it's still happening right now. Like your brain, because it's just trying to keep you safe, but like it's like associating that, like, oh my God, I've got to protect myself. Oh my God, we've been here before. We've got to like undo it. And so
it was scary. It was like multiple people from that group of people. Who,
it's like taking you back to that time when you weren't expecting it.
And yeah, it was just a lot.
Heavy. It's heavy. Well, sorry you're going through that.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're going through.
Well, thank you.
Your thing. I'm really sorry for your loss.
So we would hope that Jess had some good news to share today, which unfortunately we do not.
Yeah.
So Jess, what are you going through right now?
An uncle of mine recently passed away, and so I'm making kind of like an emergency trip home because the celebration of life is this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm actually flying out early tomorrow morning to go do that and be with my family. I think it's really weird because when I think of my papa, who I lost when I was 18, which was like the heaviest loss that I've experienced, that my family has experienced, honestly, and something that we deal with still to this day. It's like my uncle is a part of that. So right now what I'm like feeling is this transition of like, I feel like that part of my life is kind of disappearing, and I'm doing everything that I can to hold on to the memories of that. So
Mm.
it's weird that he has passed on, because he's just a part of a lot of my memories as a child, and really like how I like remember my papa.
Mhm.
So that's a really weird transition that's happening right now.
Yeah. How, like, because obviously, so Jess is going to be out on the radio show, just so you know. She's going to be out tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Monday.
Mhm.
I guess if there's a silver lining here, allow me to at least attempt this. Um, you get to go back home, you get to see your family, and that's, I
Yeah.
guess, like the silver lining here. How do you balance those two? Because, like, are you
Like the silver lining of it?
well, how do you I guess my point is, like, obviously you're excited to go home. I understand that. But obviously you're going home for like a really sad reason. It's like, mentally, where are you at with both of those things?
I think uh, the the beautiful part of it is being able to go home and like celebrate him with my family.
Yeah.
And I think what's really special about this is that my uncle that passed away is technically not blood related to me,
Yeah.
but
Jess's family's big, y'all.
but I
She got a
have
big web.
but I have a really big family, because how we're connected is my grandparents were best friends with him and my aunt. And so from that friendship, their kids who is like, you know, my dad and my uncles and stuff, they all grew up together and went to high school together. And from there, like we've all just stayed connected to, like, to me, they are my family, like
Right.
through and through. And I think for us, like, no matter what happens and who we lose, we're going to show up for each other and be there together. And so I think more than anything, as sad as this process is, like, I think it's such a beautiful thing, and I'm blessed and I'm thankful to be a part of a unit that like shows up for each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's something that it's like, I just want to go home, and it's going to be a fun, beautiful day, like sharing all the stories about him, but it's going to be a hard day.
Yeah, man.
But I think what I'm thankful for is to be a part of a family that's like that we're going to show up for each other, you know,
Right.
more than
Yeah.
anything. So I think
That's big of you,
That's
honestly.
what I'm thankful for.
That's really
Yeah.
big. I mean, traveling from one coast to the other, like, you can't do it for things that are not important. So for you to put this at like high importance, obviously, I know will mean a lot to everybody. So yeah, everything's terrible right now. No, just that we're all kind of dealing with something a little heavy behind the scenes right now. Now, how about we do this? We're gonna turn this segment around. It's gonna feel good here towards the end. Tell me something good that's happening in your life right now. I'll start.
Oh.
Literally, y'all know I'm dealing with this dizziness, right? It's like, sucks. Finally, after months and months and months of trying to get them to prescribe a new medication for me, got it yesterday.
Nice.
Not really feeling a ton better yet. That's okay.
Mhm.
Got the prescription. At least it's something we can try to figure out. That was a project.
Well, no,
That's what
I
it-
mean, that's a really long process in
it-
general.
bro. It's, let me tell you this. So you go pick up your prescription, and for me it was like zero copay, and I'm like, that's great. This is like kind of a newer drug. It's Nurtec, by the way. If you have migraines, you might know, like, Nurtec. And so I go to check out, and zero copay, awesome, right? But I know this is like a kind of expensive drug. It costs $1,800 a month.
Are you paying that?
No,
Oh my god.
I'm paying zero.
Oh, wow.
But thanks for paying your insurance premiums every month. So I can get my Nurtec for free.
Oh my god.
Y'all, it's literally $1,800 a month, and that is for that's for 15 pills.
Ooh.
18. It's like $120 or something. Literally
That's crazy.
a pill, which is like so stupid. It's so stupid. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm blessed though, man, because I just got to keep this insurance. Bro, I'm like, I kind of hope this one doesn't work. Is that
You're-
bad to say?
Wait, why?
Why? Because if I don't keep the insurance, I got to figure out how to pay $1,800 if this works. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I see.
gotta keep that insurance, baby. You know, this radio life, we just never know if we're gonna have insurance next month or not, but it's okay. Charlotte, tell me something good.
Okay. Well, first I just want to say,
Was that good? I can't
mean-
tell. I can't.
It's, I'm no bullshit. Like, that's the first thing I thought about. That's
Okay,
honestly
good.
the first thing I thought about
Okay.
was, what am I going to do if I lose my insurance? Because y'all, we are so traumatized sometimes with this radio world. I always have to base my decisions on, what if this went away tomorrow? How would I handle it? Because
Yeah.
things just turn over so quickly, you know?
Right.
It's I don't want to say it's PTSD because you really have it, but it's definitely something I've got to think about. So I'm like, what?
She's like, yeah.
Well, I am very impressed by your resilience.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Look how
and
positive we're being
No,
right now.
gen-
And it's such a
genuinely.
shitty. Yes, thank you. Thank you,
Not only
Charlotte.
trying that, but trying that other treatment.
Yeah,
Like
trying.
you're doing the damn thing.
Doing the damn
so,
thing. Thank you. Tell me something good.
Okay, so mine is like related to my thing.
Yeah.
This was the first time I have seen someone from my trauma and not run away crying.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we're clap. Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good
You
news.
you
That's
stood up
good
for
news.
yourself.
Yeah,
I
love that.
like
Love it.
held my ground.
Yeah.
And I said, the PTSD kind of kicked in because next thing you know, my legs are just moving.
Yeah, I
after
bet.
see
No,
this
I
guy.
bet. It's like it's literally fight or flight. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Because I found
Yeah.
out he did something insanely heinous to me a few years ago. Never got to confront him on it. Never saw him again.
Yeah.
So I basically was like, so do you want to talk about what you did, or like, should I just tell security?
Oh
who
wait,
are?
you confronted him.
She
Yeah, yeah,
confronted
yeah.
him.
Oh wow.
No, I straight up was like,
Yeah, she confronted him.
You felt strong enough to.
She's
now.
like, "Are we fighting or not?"
no, it wasn't like that. Like,
No, not
I
a
was
bit.
very proud. I stayed like
Yeah.
very calm and collected.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I did start crying just like upon seeing him, but
That's fine.
but
As
I think it's great.
anyone would.
yeah,
I think it's
was
great.
As
so
anyone would.
proud of like how I handled it because this random ass bitch that he was there with that I've
Yeah.
never seen before in my fucking life.
Tell me about her.
She was
tried to
acting
put her
crazy.
hands on me.
No, not that random ass
and
bitch.
I
We're not
was
doing that random ass
I
bitch.
was not in
Which
his-
is so crazy and like such a crazy thing to try to get physical with someone when you have no idea what's going on and like isn't even aware
I
of the
know.
situation where
Like,
it's
why
like,
are you here?
it's like, get out of here.
Right.
Yeah, because she was like trying to say shit to me, and I was like,
Who are you? Come
do you
again?
do you know what I'm talking about? I was like, do you know what
Ugh.
your boy did?
Yeah, no.
That's terrible.
Basically,
that's good
this
though.
this man went around doing PR for my rapist, telling everyone that he was innocent when this man had no fucking idea, and he did a lot worse than that. But I'll leave it at that. So basically, this bitch tries to swing at me, and I was so proud because, like, in the midst of PTSD, fight or flight, I handled it so well. Like, I literally just backed away. Like, I didn't put my hands up. I didn't take I did not match their energy.
Yeah, you didn't put your hands
I
on
just
anybody.
walked over to security, told them who they were, and the entire group was removed.
Should feel good about that, right?
So I'm really proud. I feel stronger now, and like I don't have to just run and be scared forever.
Mhm.
That's the thing in Baltimore too, y'all. I'm telling you right now.
Baltimore,
Like, you're gonna run into them.
Yeah.
You're gonna run into somebody. Like, I guarantee you, the kids that jump me, I'm gonna run into them somewhere. You know, at the damn
Yeah, no, and it's
Orioles game or
that's
something. You know what I mean? It's just
scary.
like it's literally. And our San Diego people, you can relate to this. It almost feels the same thing. Like you're always running into the same people there too. But it's but that should make you feel good though, right? Like you did it, you handled it, and fuck that random ass bitch or whatever.
yeah, fuck that random ass bitch.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
crazy. That was crazy. And yeah, I feel strong. I
Yeah.
feel like I did good, and you guys have been so great and so helpful and
I don't know
kind.
how we're
and-
brought into this, but thank you.
No, I just mean I'm grateful to have a job where I can be honest about what's going on.
Sure, yeah.
Instead of just having to like fake a smile, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
come
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
fuck
no-
you.
no-
I'm grateful
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, thank you. We'll take
Yeah.
it. Jessica, tell us something good. Come on, we're being positive here. Happy day.
I don't want to keep talking about my lights. I'm gonna talk about something different.
No, bro, you love your lights. It makes you so
No.
happy.
If that's your truth.
No,
Yeah.
I love my lights, but I can't. All I've been doing is talking about my lights. I need to talk about something else.
It almost feels like it's like an ad.
It's like
Just like hit me up for the 20% off coupon for lights.
for these Amazon lights. 10 out of 10 recommend.
In case you don't know the really quick, you're like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about? You want to
so
explain?
So I had my Christmas tree up for like 100 months,
Yeah.
and the main reason is just because we loved our Christmas lights. And Garage Boy got these LED lights that you can like pretty much stick on anything. So we put them like on our whatever, like we put our TV on, like whatever
stand,
TV
sure.
stand thing on the back of it, and then on the other back of like these shelves. And they do different light shows, and it's just completely changed our life.
Yeah.
Like literally
You
like,
talk and it starts moving.
you can talk and it'll move, or you can like adjust the colors to what you're watching, or like you can make it relaxing, and it's just like fucking phenomenal. But I'll talk about something else because it's
You have
crazy.
nothing else this
No,
week,
it's
to be
like,
honest.
you know how
No.
people have those like depression lamps?
Yes,
Like
dude.
this
It's like
is
that,
the
yeah.
equivalent of
It's like
that.
it's like adult lava
It's like
lamp.
your
Yeah,
serotonin
yeah.
lights.
And it's fucking sick. So honestly, I think the most positive thing that happened was I recorded my first episode of my podcast, and I had a conversation with my mom.
Yeah.
And I which will, you know, I'm still in the process of like recording stuff, so I'll let you guys know when that'll be out. But it was so fucking cool because my mom does not like public speaking.
Mhm.
She has a massive fear of it. And
You clearly did not get that gene. You got your father's genes.
right, and she knows that, you know. But she's just so phenomenal, and she has so much to say, and so I always like want to have conversations with her, but like I want to respect where she wants to meet me. And
Right,
so
yeah.
I was so thankful that she agreed to do that in the first place. You know
Sure.
what I mean? And in the beginning I could tell that she was nervous, and she vocalized that, but like once the conversation got going, I could tell that I was just talking to her, and she was just like fully herself. And I just learned so much about her. I learned so much about where she was coming from and what kind of place she was in during certain things that were going on in like our lives that I really would not be aware of, and what I wouldn't have known and I wouldn't have learned if I did not have this conversation with her.
Sure.
And I'm just so fucking grateful for that, because it was really, really cool to hear that from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise you, like, I've learned more about my family because of the podcast of Mama's Boy.
With your mom.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, just the whole family in general. Like, for some
Mhm.
reason, like everyone's able to get super vulnerable when the mic turns on. Like in real life, you just don't think to ask some of these questions. You never like sat down to like interview your parents before or whatever, ask questions, which like obviously we use our skills of like interviewing and stuff. And I've never like done that with asking my parents like some pretty, what should be basic questions just about life that I never knew. And so that's
But I
awesome.
think a lot of those times too, nobody asks those questions in general.
No,
Like they've
you're
never.
right. Why would
There's
you?
a lot of things that like it took her a second to answer because she's never had to answer them before.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
And I was also super surprised. I just didn't know how much she was going to be willing to share either.
Right.
Which made me a lot more comfortable if I ever want to talk about other things as well. Because I feel like without having that conversation, there's definitely a lot of things that I don't tap into just because I just didn't know if that was okay to speak about. And then I
Sure.
didn't feel comfortable with asking.
Yeah.
And so now that we've kind of like created that space, it was just really cool.
What a great teaser for the podcast too. And you got to see your TikTok today.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
an old friend.
I'm not gonna go on it on my laptop though.
Yes, you
I feel
are.
like I'm not.
You're gonna be a
because like
fiend.
otherwise,
Let's bet on this.
no, I'm not doing it because even like the physicality of being my hand on mouse looking over at the fucking screen, I feel like Mr. Incredible when he's working at the job he doesn't want to be at. You know what I mean? He's like,
All
it's like
hunched over.
it's dark.
Wait,
His like eye bags are over, and he's like hunched over looking at this small ass laptop. Like I can't
Why though?
scroll on TikTok like that. I
but
won't.
why do I feel like, and tell me if you got the same vibe on this, like watching TikTok on your phone, you're just a normal person. But if you're like scrolling
On a laptop,
TikTok
you
on a
feel like
laptop,
a drug addict.
you're a weirdo.
It's like you're
But
doing
why?
research.
Right. Like, does anybody actually really quick YouTube? What's up? And Celia, by the way, says she's sorry for everything going on. Thank you,
Aw,
Celia.
thanks,
That's really
Celia.
kind. She also says I'm truly having a weird time in life right now, semi-depressed, but dealing with it. Man,
maybe it's just like the time of year. Like
It's
it's
the vibe.
it's almost like it's like the end of last year. Like you get through the holidays, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so all that kind of craziness is out of the way, and you're still just trying to, I don't know, start new and all this shit going on.
Right.
Retrograde.
I don't maybe check that. 'Cause
Hold
I
up.
do believe everyone seems they got something going. And listen, we always say this too because we want to let you know, like we talk about this kind of stuff so you realize that like, yo, like everybody's got shit. Like everybody's got shit. So if you're like, oh, nobody's got shit going on but me, I used to this kind of thing really helped me. Like when I went home for the holidays and my family had like some kind of dysfunction, and I was like, but wait, like when I log on social media, everyone's so happy with their families, like there's I don't understand. I must have a really fucked up family. And then I realized the more I talked about kind of having these upsets with my family, people, oh no, we do the same thing. This is why we do this, man, because we want to make sure that you realize that everybody's going through some shit right now. So we love you, and we're sending a bunch of love.
3 planets in retrograde. You're all valid.
Is Mercury though, or no?
No,
I don't know why I
Mercury's
believe Mercury.
about to
I don't trust those
go.
other planets,
No,
man.
because that's
Fuck those
the big
planets.
one.
Wait, I was gonna end this with something.
Sorry.
I don't remember. No, it's okay. It had something to do with Jess.
TikTok, Mr. Incredible.
Oh, TikTok. Thank you. YouTube, tell us, is there anybody watching right now that scrolls TikTok on a laptop? And do you find yourself to have a real fucking problem?
Wait, you know what though? Maybe it might be different for someone who like does a lot of office work.
Okay, true.
You know, so that's
True.
fair. So I think
But if you're
it
at
maybe
home,
feel different for me.
what if
to
you're
where,
home?
Also, too, you know, I think it's super weird as well, as I think we've made the transition into like a lot of people don't have house phones anymore.
Right.
And a lot of people don't have house computers anymore because you can do so much shit either off of a laptop that you have
Right.
for like work or something, or your phone, right? So it's not like back in the day where you go to your home computer and you fucking like play games and shit.
Right.
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm the only one that doesn't have a house PC or something, but I just don't.
It
you know?
feels weird. It feels odd. Now let me ask you this: how do we feel about iPads? Do we feel like
I don't have an iPad? Are people scrolling TikTok on iPads?
I would assume that people would do that.
Maybe it's just me.
Does
Maybe
that
it's just
feel
me
weird?
for my personal situation.
Does that feel weird though? If you saw somebody and they were watching TikTok and it was on the iPad?
No,
Like,
because
that
I
feels
think
weird to me.
I've seen people take iPads to concerts and take pictures with their
That's
iPads.
weird too.
Wild.
iPads don't need to leave your house first off.
But
They can be at work or they can be at home.
maybe that's their best camera. Like I don't
maybe,
know.
Maybe it's their only communication device.
Yeah.
Should we judge? I don't think so. But for some reason, I literally feel like if you have it, if you're using your iPad, it feels like that's like too big. That's too much like shit in your face. Phone,
It's
fine.
like if it's a POV, it's literally gonna be the size of your head.
actual-
Like that's too much.
Bethany, here we go. Bethany on our YouTube show says, when I'm doing office work,
Yeah.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I scroll Facebook videos on my computer or laptop. That feels normal.
No,
that feels normal.
I think it feels normal because Facebook is like 20 plus years. I think it just turned 21 this week.
Yeah.
So we started with Facebook really being on a computer.
Yes.
So it feels fine.
That feels completely normal.
I think
Bethany, that's
TikTok,
fine.
to me, it feels
Scroll.
like TikTok is only supposed to stay in this like
Right.
cell phone
Right.
space.
If you're using it outside of this,
and if it's
you're
outside
weird.
of
There's
it,
something,
then it's like a problem.
there's something you literally have some kind of issue.
But it's probably just us being dumb.
You know those like technologically advanced like microwaves and fridges? Do you
Yeah.
think there's anyone like scrolling TikTok on the fridge? Because
Bro,
that
just
would be
scroll-
next fucking level.
Oh my god.
That's what I want to know.
If you scroll the fridge, we definitely need to know that because that's fucking weird too. Okay, we're gonna do one more round of TikTok roulette before we get out of here. I'm sticking, and by TikTok I mean TikTok / Reels. I'm going Trump. 100%. I'm gonna open TikTok. It's gonna be Trump. Here we go. Wait, it's a dog. Oh, it's a dog. Okay.
Okay.
No, it's just a dog eating food. Okay. But on brand. Oh, it's actually a guy I know. I just liked it. Okay,
Are
Charlotte.
you in your following or your For You?
I think I was on For You. Yeah, I'm on For You.
All right, I'm gonna guess it just heard us talking about trauma, so it's gonna be like
Oh, something about trauma?
here's, like
Yeah.
I do get a lot of like self-helpy.
Okay, let's
stuff
see.
Like that.
She's going trauma or
I got remote jobs for girls with no talking required.
Ooh.
I could be a Netflix movie reviewer for $35 an hour. See y'all.
Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's legit. Send me that one.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna.
Sorry,
I
it was
think
for
it's gonna
girls.
be like. Yeah, send that to me. I think I'm gonna have like some travel shit or whatever.
Okay. It's always travel on TikTok.
What the fuck? This says, remembering how there was never an awkward stage between us and we immediately clicked like we knew each other for
Oh,
years.
of course, it's something
Aw.
gross and sick and lovey. Of course it
No,
is.
that's cute.
Why would it not be with you guys? Wow. All right, there we go. So everything's terrible, but we're fine. That's what we're gonna call this. Grace, where have you been? Grace says Uncle Crames is 0 for 2 on these TikTok videos. And yeah, I miss being called Uncle Creams. Thank you for that. It's good to see you, Grace, as well. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys for being here for our good days or bad days, everything, man. We love you. We love you like family. You know that. Jess, where do we find you?
Just do it. JESSDUITT on IG. I guess I will be posting at times computer videos to TikTok. Don't know what those will be like, but I guess you can just stay tuned. Those are gonna be so ugly.
Just
I
imagine
think my new thing is gonna be like
you're using the camera. No, I just imagine using the camera on your laptop to like do a video.
I wonder if I can.
The background.
That's gonna be my new thing.
The background, it's like all like out of frame. It doesn't even match up with like the actual TikTok because it has to be in like the the other view of the screen.
I
Yeah,
know.
be you're posting from your computer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can actually do that on my computer.
If you
yet.
can,
And
will you
if I
please post
can,
one?
I definitely will. It's so ugly.
Charlotte, where do we get you?
I'm at PTSD Diva, and now y'all know some of the PTSD lore.
There you
that's-
go. Now you've learned about Charlotte, and I'm that guy Kramer. I'll talk more tomorrow. More Mama's Boy if you're a certified fan. So, all right. Hey, thank you so much, YouTube. Thank you for being a part of the show. Always love chatting with you guys, and we will see you guys. Not next week. We're off next week. We'll be back the following week. So that would be the whatever two Wednesdays is for now. Okay. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See ya. Thanks, YouTube. Love you.